So I picked up an old Briggs and Stratton model WMB. I probably paid more than I should have for it. 75 bucks. Other people are telling me that you can pick them up for like 20 to 40 bucks all day, but you know, in this area that I live, these old engines and whatnot, they just don't last. People scrap them out and they don't care, so I was happy to pay what I did for it. I don't know the year on it, but I bought it from a guy who I was glad to meet, named Andy Wright, and I'm hoping it was a good contact, because I don't know very many people who have the same hobbies I do, and he knows a lot about these. So I bought it from him after finding him on Craigslist, and we talked for a good 2 hours before I actually bought it from him. He sold me this one, and he said he wasn't really attached to it. He had just picked it up, and I don't know, he hadn't even tried getting it running, so I brought it home, not really knowing what to expect, and I got it running, so here it is. It runs pretty good. It doesn't really, it don't burn oil. It has great compression. The only qualm I had about it is it doesn't have the governor on it right now. I have to find a governor. And I wish I could find a little air cleaner for it, because as you see, that little hole right there is actually your choke. But I thought it was pretty neat. Somebody else has already tried fixing it up and painting it and whatnot. I don't know the year on it, and if you don't know, these WMBs replaced, well, a lot of the WM line for Briggs and Stratton replaced the Maytag engines, the little Maytag motors, after Maytag quit making their own on their washing machine, which is what a lot of people say WN stands for, is washing machine. But it needs a governor rod. It's missing 2 or 3 fins on the flywheel, which really ain't too big of a deal. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it, but nothing really out of the ordinary. And then the fuel line doesn't have the check valve on it, so it can be a bit of a bear to start. But last night I took the carburetor off, which, as you see, the carburetor's this little guy right here, and it's teeny tiny. It's probably one of the smallest carburetors I've ever seen, other than a 2-cycle. And there's nothing to them. So I cleaned it out. I guess the spark plug was loose, so I tightened it up all the way, cleaned the fuel line, and I just brought it back out here to start today. Everything works good. The pedal's tight. The gears, the teeth are in good shape. Probably not if I keep doing that. Pulley's in great shape. So I just thought it was a neat little engine. And today, it's the oldest engine I own. After my tractor fall through, because, you know, I have no place to keep a tractor. I thought, you know, since I'm a small engine mechanic, getting into these small engines would be kind of neat. I've really enjoyed it. My next goal is to get an international LA or LB, which looks like a hit and miss engine, but it's not really a hit and miss engine. It's just a single cylinder engine, kind of like this, but it's water cooled and it's a lot bigger. So I thought that was really neat. I'm glad to have it. I'm thinking this is from the 30s or the 40s. Hell, maybe even the 50s. I don't know. And of course, as you guys know, Here's my 23s. Pardon the garage mess. I gotta organize all this. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put these on the back burner unless somebody wants to buy them. This one, I'd probably be more apt to keep because of the blower. But then again, I could probably get rid of the engines, and keep the blower. Just because I don't like their spark setup on it. I've never messed with them. From what I keep researching, they're a bear to work on. You know, these are all rusted out. You know, and I don't know. I don't really feel like messing with it. But I don't know. We're gonna have to work on it. I'd like to get this one running to have that blower. And of course, my 2 horses back here. This was actually one of the first ones I picked up in a set of 2. The other, its twin, is on my mother-in-law's tiller. And it runs. This one runs good. This one I bought non-running, cleaned the carburetor, got it running, took it apart to clean it, put it back together, and now it's non-running. I just really haven't had the patience to go back through it yet. I probably have to adjust the points, and I put a new head gasket on it, but it's got a little bit of a compression leak up top whenever, it didn't before. So I'm going to have to go mess with all that and see if the head's warped and all that. But whenever I did get this one running, it was pretty cool and ran good. Burnt a little bit of oil. But this one's from the 1950s. I think it's a 57 or 58, something like that. And I liked it because it's golden, whereas these are black. But, they're identical other than that. And that one's from the 70s. That's a 73, 74, something like that. So, anywho, so that's what I've been up to. I'll keep you guys updated if I do much, or, I gotta get a governor and all that for the other one. So, anyway, thank you.